Autodesk 360 is something that's available to everybody. You don't even have to have an Autodesk product. You can go to Autodesk 360. You can get to it a variety of different ways, and you can store your documents in there. You can share your documents with other people, and you can set it up so that it automatically saves any of your drawing files or your Revit files to your Autodesk 360 account without you even thinking about it. I think at the very lowest level, it's an awesome backup system, to tell you honestly. I know that in AutoCAD and in Revit, when you do a save, you can have it, of course, save it to your local system or to your network, whatever is your protocol at work, and then you can have it also save it to your Autodesk 360 account. Now, once you have your files in your Autodesk 360 account, remember they are mobile and you can access them from anywhere. So imagine, if you will, you go home, you get sick the next day, but you do need to make a change to a drawing file. You can actually go into your Autodesk 360 account, you can grab that file, make that change, send an email to somebody letting them know what you've done, and then you can go back to your chicken soup. So it's a great technology. You'll find that if you are on subscription, you get 25 gigabytes of storage space per seat, and if you're not on subscription, you get 5 gigabytes. You can put any type of files up there. I mean, you can put Excel spreadsheets and Word docs and or your grocery list, whatever makes you happy. It's your space to do it as you please. And it's so easy, super, super easy. I'm actually going to show you a little video of going into Autodesk 360 just so you can see what it's like. And then we're going to talk also about AutoCAD 360. So it should be noted that whenever you go to an open file dialog box in Civil 3D or in Revit or in AutoCAD, upper left-hand corner, there's always a cloud symbol, and you can always click on that cloud symbol, and you can go to your Autodesk 360 account to open any files that you need to. All right, so take a look at this video. So I'm going to Autodesk 360 from Chrome, which I actually highly recommend. It doesn't seem to like Internet Explorer as much as it likes Chrome. And you'll see this is what I've been doing recently. This is, I captured this from my own account. I loaded some files. I downloaded some files. You can upload a document at any type while you're in the Autodesk 360 space. Very easy to do. And this is a list of all my documents. You can see I'm a little disorganized. In the lower left-hand corner, it always shows you how much space you have used of, in my case, 25 gigabytes. So keep an eye on that. Always good to keep an eye on that. And you can be organized. You can organize them in folders. I have many different file types in here. You might have seen that. I had a Revit file. I have a PDF. I had an Inventor file. So let's take a look at what we can do if, for example, I open up the drawing file. Let me just tell you, inside of Autodesk 360, you can't do a lot. You can zoom, you can pan. You can take a look at the properties and the views. You can turn layers on and off. You'll see that happening here in just a second. But if you want to do some real editing, that's not going to happen currently in Autodesk 360. I'm not saying that that technology won't be in there eventually, but right now it's not. So very quickly there, you might have seen it says Edit Online in AutoCAD 360, which is another cloud application by Autodesk. And this takes you into something that should feel a little bit more like AutoCAD, for those of you who've used AutoCAD in the past. This is very basic. I call this the LT version of AutoCAD LT. Super, super basic. And it lets you do, basic markups and basic drawing. You can do dimensioning. Here I'm doing a revision cloud on the screen. And you can send information to other people about your drawing file. You can send a link to other people. And probably what I think is the most valuable is that you can have more than one person working in the same drawing at the same time. They just have to have an internet connection. So you could technically have people all over the world working inside of one drawing, editing it, marking it up, making comments about it. Very, very powerful technology. Now, right now, we just have this technology for AutoCAD at AutoCAD 360, which incidentally is a totally free program, and we all live free. Sorry, I'm getting choked up. Excuse me. See, I start to cry every time I talk about the cloud. Anyways, but I can assure you that over time we're going to have more of these types of technologies for the other products as well. You know, I don't know when, but great technology. So continuing on, just to talk very, very briefly about AutoCAD 360, because it's also a cloud app. We've had over 16 million downloads of the product. That's a pretty astonishing number. I know so many corporations who use this. You know, they use it. You can also use it in conjunction with tablets. You know, it could be an iPad, it could be an Android device. But this allows you to take your drawings out into the field, mark them up in the field, and if you have an internet connection, your colleagues back in the office could actually see you making the changes in real time. Very, very powerful, amazing technology. So definitely take a look at AutoCAD 360. The price is right, right? And they keep adding more and more tools to it, and it's just getting smarter and smarter. But that's an example of an application that runs entirely on the cloud. You don't have to download anything. It runs entirely on the cloud. And that means that as they make changes to the software, you don't have to worry about reloading anything. You don't have to worry about upgrading. Those changes will happen automatically on the cloud. You'll just go visit it, and you'll see that things have changed. So it's going to get better and better, and you don't have to worry about reloading any software, which I think is beautiful.